I hope everybody having a blessed day. I hope everybody had a good start to the week. Taco Tuesday. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? Oh, shit. Hope everybody's solid, man. You know what I'm saying? I just came on, you know what I mean? Grace y'all with my presence. Talk a little bit about the early NBA season. We got a small sample size of what teams potentially could look like and what teams look like right now. So it's a lot of teams that's getting off to a slow start per se. I mean, it's been a lot of changing faces. You got new teammates, so they're trying to build that chemistry and camaraderie because you know a lot of people didn't play in the preseason, so it's tough when you don't have your best players playing in the preseason, so you're not developing that chemistry and that camaraderie and building that rapport. It's the training camp and then actual game situation is different. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't really simulate what you're going to see in a basketball game in practice or in training camp. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it helps definitely, but it's just different because, you know, things change. So what you thought you game plan for in a pregame or in practice during the week, when you actually see it in live and real action, it's different because the players that you have is different than the players that you're going to be going up against. Like if you have a De'Aaron Fox and they're playing the Lakers or anybody like Minnesota, you don't have anybody on Minnesota that's as fast as De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. So for you to try to sit there and game plan for him, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a little bit different. So that's what we're seeing early on in this season. You know, shout out to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, you know, he's playing pretty well. To be honest with you, he's playing pretty well. And you know, Dallas, they're 2-1, so they got a big game tonight going against Minnesota. Both 2-1 teams. This is Minnesota's. I don't know. Is this Minnesota's home opener? Or no, this isn't Minnesota's home opener. They played the other night at home, so this is their second game at home. But should be a good matchup. Dallas is on the second end of a back-to-back. So we'll see, you know, how those legs are feeling. You know what I'm saying? If those jump shots are short or if they're on the money. You know what I'm saying? Because normally times when you on them back-to-backs, them jump shots be short because those legs ain't there. So we'll see what happens with that. Warriors, they had a tough one against the Clippers. Shout out to the Clippers, y'all. Hey, and I know I was talking hella shit prior to the game. We gonna smack the Clippers. I'm always gonna talk shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always optimistic about, you know, my squad, and especially if I feel like we really, really good. But I felt like, you know, Ty Lue and his coaching staff out-coached Steve Kerr and his coaching staff. And they actually maximized the usage from their role players, and we didn't get the same from our role players. I thought Steve Kerr was just out-coached. I thought we was outworked in that game. I thought that Ivica Zubac did exactly what he was supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying, being the bigger player on the court for both teams. I thought we could have did a better job at, you know, closing out on the shooters. They let Norman Powell get going in the second half. He had a slow first half, but he got going in the second half. James Harden did what he normally does as a facilitator and, you know, getting to the rim and putting pressure on the rim and getting to the free throw line and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Derrick Jones Jr. was huge. Between Derrick Jones Jr. and Norman Powell, that was where the game was really decided, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I thought Chris Dunn gave him some really good minutes. His defensive prowess and his intensity, his attention and detail is very, very big for them. And that's why I feel like LA Clippers would be better than the Dallas Mavericks and be one of the top 5 teams in the Western Conference because their ability to guard. And I thought Nicholas Batum also gave him some real good minutes, knocked down some threes, you know, played some good defense, got some rebounds. So it was a really overall team effort from the Clippers. And the Clippers seem to have had Golden State's number like the last couple of years. It seems like, you know, the Clippers are starting to, you know, figure out what the Warriors want to do. And I know we got we kind of tweaked our offense because we got Terry Stotts as an assistant head coach on our team, and you know he was one of the better offensive minds or better offensive coaches in years past. past, especially when he was with the Dallas Mavericks, helped them win a championship when he was an assistant coach under Rick Carlisle over there. And then you had when he went to Portland, and you know what Portland did with that offense over there for years. So it's probably going to take some getting used to, but I still feel that we shot way too many threes. The Warriors shot way too many threes, and sometimes that's a recipe for disaster, especially if your main guys they don't have it going early. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they're not in a rhythm and they start off like 0 for 3 and 0 for 4, then I would say kind of like lay off of the three-point line and try to get easier baskets, maybe get to the free throw line, get some mid-range, maybe try to get some layups. Like, you have to be able to do other things other than just shoot threes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what they say, live by the three, die by the three. You know what I mean? And we don't have Jordan Poole. Like, Jordan Poole is somebody that can create and take and make difficult, you know what I'm saying, tough shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's that good of a shooter. But Buddy Hield is pretty good, but he's not as good off the dribble. So if Buddy Hield isn't in a catch and shoot situation, his efficiency was going to be low from the three-point line, because Buddy Hield is not really a good creator of shots off the dribble. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're really missing. I thought Wiggins was outstanding. Wiggins have been really the best player for us this year. And that is really a great sight to see. When you got this type of Wiggins being aggressive on the offensive glass, on the defensive glass, defensively, and he's knocking down his catch and shoot threes at a high efficiency too. So that's huge. So that's something that, you know, we can build upon. Kuminga has gotten off to a slow start, and I think that he has lost all trust and faith in Steve Kerr and the Warriors organization. He's not really playing that many minutes. He's not closing games like we would like him to close. And he's not getting the ball. And he's pressing once he does get the ball, because he's trying to prove to all the other 29 NBA teams, 30 NBA teams, that he deserves $200 million max contract. And my advice for him would be just to relax, slow down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that deep, bro. You're let your game do the talking. You're gonna get paid, no matter if it's a $200 million contract or not. But my thing would be just focus on your craft, focus on all the work that you've put in the summer, build upon what you did last year for the Warriors. You had a lot of bright spots last year, defensively, offensively, understanding how to, you know what I'm saying, play in a Warrior type style offense, you know, creating, passing up shots to get great shots. So my advice to Jonathan Kuminga would be to just focus on basketball. Because, like, right now, he's pressing too much. And we've seen that with Klay Thompson last year. It's the same situation. Klay Thompson wanted to prove to everybody that I deserve the money, I deserve to be here, I deserve all the playing time. And he was pressing. So a lot of his shots was either off, he turned the ball over a lot. You know what I'm saying? So now he's in more of a relaxed situation, you know what I'm saying, where he can just focus on, you're just playing his game. And that's the thing that Jonathan Kuminga has to, you know what I'm saying, focus on. Just relax, play your game, let the game come to you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to rush. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll be much more valuable to what we're trying to accomplish and what we're trying to build upon. So that's my advice to Jonathan Kuminga. I think he'll be okay, but I think the Warriors he's probably going to need a change of scenery. And I think that maybe targeting like a Jimmy Buckets or something, because that's been, you know, talked about, you know, off season and prior to the season starting. So, and then Steve Kerr, he has to lay off of the Brandon Podziemski is playing way too many minutes. I feel like Brandon Podziemski shouldn't be playing that many minutes. He's getting too many minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you're a second-year player. Why is Steve Kerr so hell-bent on playing Brandon Podziemski? And Brandon Podziemski, his threes is not hitting like they thought that they would. Like, you know what I'm saying? His threes are just, he's subpar on 8 threes. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, really? I wouldn't do that. Like, so, hold on, y'all. Oh, damn, I had a phone call. What's going on? What's good, bro? I'm not, I might go live. I might go live later, bro, but we'll see. We'll see. I might go live later, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but the Warriors, it is what it is. They got a chance to regroup tonight. You know what I'm saying? Against the New Orleans Pelican teams that's scrappy, that's gonna play hard, that's missing Trey Murphy and now DeJounte Murray due to the wrist fracture. So this is a game that we can't give up. And also tonight for us, there's no Andrew Wiggins and there's no Steph Curry. Obviously, Steph Curry with the ankle sprain, and then Andrew Wiggins with the lower back strain. So we're gonna have to do about a strength in numbers. So it's next man up mentality. Hopefully Jonathan Kuminga can be like, okay, I know I'm gonna get some minutes tonight. Let me let the game come to me. I'm gonna play defense, I'm gonna rebound, get my teammates involved, and then hopefully they can, get a good win tonight. So improve to 3-1 on the season. So but yeah, Philadelphia got a huge win in Indiana tonight. And Indiana has started off slow. You know what I'm saying? Indiana has started off slow. I don't know what's really going on, but it seems like a lot of teams are starting off slow. Milwaukee is another team that's starting off slow. The only team that I can right now definitively say is the best team in the NBA are the NBA defending champions. The Boston Celtics are hands above everybody else because guess what? They are playing with a chip on their shoulder. They are hungry. They're not satisfied with just winning last year. They're hungry. They have a nice group of vets on their team, players who've been there, players who played in Olympic games, players who played in meaningful playoff series, players that have won championships before. So they have a really, really good rapport. They have good chemistry, good team morale. Everything is solid with them. So it's a fun sight to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they're out there motivated. They're playing hard. They're playing championship level basketball in the first 2, 3, 4 games of the season. Normally, it takes a team a while to like warm up, like, you know what I'm saying, and get acclimated to, the conditioning part and getting in the rhythm. So, but they came out from the gates. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they came out from the gates though. So that's that's huge. That's huge. So I mean, they just hands above everybody else. They're just better than everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's still a small sample size from a lot of teams. Like the Lakers, I think, are overachieving right now. I think that due to the fact that they are shooting more free throws than the opposition. That's that really dictates and decides the outcome of games. Like, you know what I'm saying? The foul call and the discrepancies for over the last 5 years have been, it's been atrocious, bro. It is no reason why the Lakers should be shooting more free throws than all these other teams who are better at attacking the rim, creating shots. You know what I'm saying? Better transition team. Like, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like that, and the Lakers aren't really a great defensive team. They foul a lot. They're out of position a lot. They reach a lot. They're moving and try to take charges and slide under you while you're jumping and moving. So it's just they push off a lot. Like, but they don't get called for nearly as many fouls as any other NBA team. So just that's sad right there, though. I mean, and the NBA can't keep trying to help protect the Lakers. If the Lakers are going to be garbage or whatever the case may be, you got to let that be what it is. Like, don't try to help and protect them because you're hurting your brand of basketball because everybody sees it. Nobody's blind to what's going on. Of course, they're not going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But we all know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And rookie Virginia, that dude right there, those are the type of players that you draft. I thought Phoenix did a really good job with drafting that guy. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't care any of the stuff. He doesn't care about any of the propaganda. He doesn't care about any of the rigging. He's going to play hard. And he's going to try to lock your best player up every night. And he did an amazing job on LeBron James last night, holding that man a 3 of 15. You ain't never seen LeBron James had a game like this in a long. I don't think we ever seen LeBron shooting performance like this because LeBron predicates himself on efficiency on the floor. He picks and shoots for shots that he must take. You know what I'm saying? Them that he's in. So for Ryan Dunn to go out there and lock up LeBron, that says a lot about where LeBron's game is and where it has been the last couple of years. Like when you put really, really good defense on LeBron and you don't, what's good, Legend, and you don't let him just do what he wants to do, then this is the result that you're going to get from LeBron James. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we always have to keep that and put that in the proper perspective. Good defense will trump okay offense. But great offense will always trump great defense. That's just what it is. But if you're only okay or good on offense and you have great defense applied to you, that will always take precedence over someone that has okay offense or good offense, like real talk. Because you need to have great offense, you know what I'm saying, in order to trump great defense, like real talk. So that's where we get that, that saying and that phrase, great defense but better offense. So, I mean, but in terms of like just talking about LeBron, it's going to be a little bit harder for him to just bulldoze and run over people. He's not as athletic or fast as he once used to be, obviously because of age. So it doesn't matter what he does or what he takes. His body is going to start to break down naturally, like, because we know that performance enhancing drugs and steroids eventually has its wear and tear on your body. So eventually that's not going to really be able to help him like people would think it would. His body is going to eventually start to break down, and obviously a lot of that is genetics as well. So you know what I'm saying? But I mean, he's looking a little bit more slower, you know what I mean? He can't really elevate as much as he wants to. So most of LeBron James, most of his jump shot is really in his upper body. So when you watch LeBron James shoot jump shots, it's more in his upper body than it is in his lower body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you need legs in order to shoot a jump shot. But a lot of people don't. It's a lot of jump shooters in the NBA that don't elevate on their jump shot because it's more about muscle memory, and they use less of their legs and more of their upper body, like in their torso, in their core. You know what I'm saying? So we got to pay attention to that. Legend, my bad, bro. I don't think I'm eligible for super chats yet, bro. Like, YouTube, for whatever, well, we know why. YouTube be shadow banning a lot of things that I got going on. They don't want me to become monetized because of the things that I talk about and how I talk about them. Like, you know what I mean? They don't like the cussing. They don't like anything that's offensive to any race, or, any, like, our government or whatever. So it's a slow process for me, and I'm fine with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my people will support. You feel me? But I appreciate you, Legend, though. Real talk, though. You can go and I don't know if you have Zelle. Do you have Zelle or Venmo? Because you can go to my live that I did at a Warrior game against Portland, I do believe. And you can look across the ticker that I got. I put my Zelle information up. So you can donate that way if you want to, though, bro. But I do appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have Cash App anymore. I had deleted my Cash App because there was some fraudulent shit going on with Cash App. So I had deleted my Cash App. So I got Venmo. I don't have a PayPal either. PayPal was a little funny too. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was using it years ago, it was some weird, you know what I'm saying? Some sort of fraudulent scam shit going on. So I only have Venmo and Zelle currently right now. So those are the only two ways that you can donate, though. But I do appreciate you, bro. Like, thank you so much. That means so much, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So we all good. But yeah, so you got the Lakers there. Like, other teams like Sacramento and Utah, I expected them to be a little bit better. You feel me? Hard to sign. Okay, I don't know what the Canaan. I don't know what that means, bro. If you want to, can you give us a translation of what you just posted? Can you translate that in English? Because I don't know what that means. But I appreciate you for tuning in, though, bro. Like, share, subscribe. But thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. Or sis, or I don't know if you a female or a man. So I appreciate it though. Hey, another thing is, and Houston Rockets need to become a better road team this year. If the Houston Rockets want to do anything, you know what I'm saying, a credibility, they need to become a better road team. I know what we're gonna get in the Toyota Center in Houston. But the Houston Rockets need to become a better road team. And I think they'll become a better road team. I love what I'm seeing from Jalen Green. He's a little bit more poised. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not really forcing a lot of stuff. I still think he takes a high volume in threes, but that's the whole NBA. The NBA is just a 3-point shooting league. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can blame Steph Curry and the Warriors for that, but at the end of the day, I guess it is what it is. But I would love to see, players get more into their post-up game, into their mid-range game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like all of those threes aren't really that necessary because you can get a higher quality of shot and better shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, unless you're Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and all these other guys, like, I'm talking about real three-point arsonists and pure three-point shooters, the most that I would want my two guard or my best player on my team, the most threes that I would want them taking is probably like around 5, I would say. For anybody else, it can go 5 and up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for my best players, like, I would really want you to take like around 5 3-pointers and then try to figure out other ways to score. Maybe get to the free throw line, get some buckets in transition, get some offensive rebound and putbacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but taking 12 threes, that's entirely too many threes. Especially if you're shooting like 5 for 12. That's not really, so that means 7. If you lose by 4 to 5 points, think about those 7 missed threes that could have been potentially layups, mid-range, free throws, transition buckets, rebounds. So when you play that back in your mind and you watch the film, do people really break that part of the game down? You shouldn't be jacking up that many threes unless you're, the Jordan Poole, Steph Currys, and the three and Klay Thompsons and players like that that's just known for shooting threes. But all these other, like, I don't like Jason Tatum shooting 12 and 13 threes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're too good for that, bro. You can get some post-ups and some mid-range and attack the basket and get to the free throw line. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's like a turnover for me. Like, if your best player is just out there jacking up 12 to 13 threes, that's too many threes. Just keep it in 100. That's like, and especially if you're missing them, those are turnovers because you can get a higher quality and high percentage shot. Like, you feel me? So, that's what I would be preaching to my team. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, the Warriors are my favorite team, bro. I appreciate you, Baller Bros. Greetings to my guy, Conquer. Conquer, what's happening with some CMOS, bro? It's still inactive? The CMOS is a wrap? We got to get that CMOS cracking, Brody. Jalen most improved this year. I could see that. I could see Jalen Green getting most improved this year. I told everybody Jalen Green was going to be fine. I'm like, bro, you got to give Jalen Green a little bit of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? That dude a baller for real, for real. He just needed the right guidance up under him. And that's why I like Ime Udoka and his coaching staff in the situation that they're in right now. Houston is going to be battling for a playoff spot, bro. Or whether that's a play-in spot or a playoff. They was right on the outside looking in last year. But I think they'll be much improved this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really do. You know what I'm saying, barring any kind of injury to one of their best players, like, you know what I'm saying, because that's always tough to deal with injuries to your best players. So, same old running theme. Warriors need a big. Yeah, Warriors need a big. Oh, I didn't even touch on Kevon Looney, man. Salute to Kevon Looney. The hard work and everything is paying off, man. Kevon Looney is such a consummate professional. He's just the ultimate professional. He's the ultimate teammate, bro. He don't complain. He don't care about where his shots come from. Like, he don't cry about none of that, bro. He just go out there and do his job to the best of his abilities every night. And then the fact that he lost weight, got in shape, he's shooting more mid-range jump shots. His free throw percentage is better. So it's good to see him. I still would like him to take a little bit more. Like when he catch that ball in the mid post, I would like him to look for his shot a little bit more. I think that could potentially help the Warriors and free up like some more shots for like our 3-point guys. Like you know what I'm saying. So if we can get that mid range game from Looney to start kicking in, that's going to be a huge addition to our offense because now you're going to have to account for Looney. And I also want to see the same thing from Draymond Green. I would love to see Draymond Green start to look for his shot a little bit more because that's going to make your offense even that much more deadlier because now everybody is a threat. And when you're on a basketball court, you want all your players to be a threat. Remember back in the day when PJ Brown was on a hoop court, bro? When PJ Brown was on a hoop court, he was a threat from the mid-range. PJ Brown can hit you with a 12 to all the way up to 18-foot jump shot. He was a threat on the court, so you couldn't leave him. Another guy, Kurt Thomas, and you knew PJ Brown was going to rebound and play defense. Kurt Thomas going to rebound and play defense. He was a threat from the mid-range game. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to look at all of these things, bro. Like, you have to be able to be a threat on the basketball court. I don't like when they just, put these players in boxes like, oh, no, I don't want you doing this. No, he's a basketball player. How do you think he got to the NBA? Just by rebounding? No. In high school, they were all world. They were all state in high school. They averaged 20-some points, and they didn't do that just by rebounding. They had talent. They had skill. They was able to shoot jump shots. Think about it. Go watch Kevon Looney in high school. The man was hitting step back, under the leg threes, all type of stuff. Look at Draymond Green when he first came into the NBA. He was hitting step back threes, post up turnarounds, all type of stuff. So when they put these players in boxes like that, that's not real basketball. Oh, I just need you to play a certain role. No, let him play basketball. He can do more than just what you know what I'm saying, limit him to do. Like real talk. And that's where you get good coaches versus great coaches versus mediocre coaches, bro. Certain coaches be just trying to like put players in a box. And I understand that everybody can't be the star on a team, but that doesn't mean that you can't play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Kevon when he takes shots. Like, he's capable of scoring. Like, I'm not mad at that. Now, if he try to do shit that we know that he might not be able to do, you know what I mean? Then, okay, now we got to revisit. Right, you feel me? But other than that, if you got a shot or you got a situation where you feel like you got a mismatch and you can score, by all means, basketball. Like, you feel me? I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not never going to limit my players to what they can do. But of course you want them to stick to what they can do greater than other things that, you know what I'm saying, they're able to do. But still, you got to allow them to just play basketball and be free. That's how you're going to maximize their potential and their talent and the impact that you want to get from these certain guys. So that's how I look at that. Antonio McDyess. Thank you, Conquer. Yeah, facts. Yeah, he's not going to survive the season defending centers, bro. Real talk. Same. The Lakers. Wow, I see you. Wow, what's good with you? I see your Phoenix Suns, bro. They came up with a huge win. That fourth quarter that they had, they outscored the Lakers by 11, 33-22, because they got outscored big in that third quarter, and the Lakers took a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And I thought I had like stopped paying attention to it. I didn't watch none of the game or none of the highlights, but I was just looking at the box score on my phone, keeping track of the score. So I had went to sleep, and then when I woke up this morning, I checked it. I was like, oh, Phoenix gave them their first loss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought they were just going to allow the Lakers to just keep winning, bro, and get all these wins and early in the season, because these wins are important. These early wins in the season for the Lakers are really, really important, to where they're going to be at later on in the standings. Like, you know what I'm saying? So starting the season off 3-0, they haven't started the season off 3-0 like in the last 4 or 5 years, bro. They've been kind of like struggling out the gates, but then they kind of pick it up a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying, mid-season, and then towards the end of the season, they get a couple of wins here and there, though. But they haven't started the season off like this good in a while, so, kudos to them. I still feel like they've been getting, favorable whistles, but, that's neither here nor there, so we'll see how the rest of these games play out for them. Guaranteed to be. Yeah, they did. I'm gonna need your address for that. Oh, for sure. Just reply to one of my emails, bro. Or do you got my number? I thought you had my number. It's all gravy. I got shit, just take it down, bro. 510-712-7783. All good. 510-712-7783. I might go live later. I might go live later. We'll see what's up. Green will not survive the season. He ain't gonna survive, bro. When Looney looks to score, he puts the defense off because they're not expecting it yet. I agree with that. That's for damn sure. Yep. You know we did a good job when we locked up Brian. AD is kind of difficult as you need our big to step up. But Dunn, Royce, Brad, KD, Slow, Brian, yeah. That's facts. They did. Cheyenne, what's good with you, bro? These NBA coaches today be putting players in a box. Yeah, that's facts. Baller Bros, what do you think of the Clay move to the Mavs to see the big three? Luka, Clay, and Kyrie. Derek is there too. Um, that move is good for Clay, to be honest with you, and it's also good for Luka because we know Luka is a willing passer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just to have somebody that can space the floor like that, it's a breath of fresh air for Luka. When Luka was passing it to Derrick Jones Jr. and all these other guys, bro, he was kind of like, I need you to make those shots. And when they didn't make those shots when he needed them to, you could kind of see Luka get frustrated, hang his head. So that move for Clay to Dallas is a good move for everybody involved. I just feel like that Clay later on in the season, his legs is going to get a little tired, and he's not going to be able to defend the same way that Derrick Jones Jr. was able to defend for obvious reasons. But he is going to provide them with better outside shooting. Like, you know what I'm saying? But still, I still feel that you need to be able to have a guy that's going to be able to take up some of the defensive responsibility that Kyrie Irving and Luka lacks. And I don't know if you get that with Klay Thompson, but he is going to provide them with some shooting. So you can always expect that. So it's like, if they can outscore their opponents more and everybody chips in on defense, then maybe they'll be okay. But in my opinion, I just feel like their defense is going to struggle a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, than previous years when they had Derrick Jones Jr. So, but we'll see. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why we play the game. Like, you feel me? So, it is what it is. But, you know, we all got an opinion. So, it's all gravy. But I do think that that's going to help Luka and Kyrie, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because those are two ball-dominant players. But the simple fact that they have somebody that they can trust now, who they believe that's going to knock down shots, that's going to make them willing passers of the basketball. So as long as Klay Thompson can stay healthy and keep his head in the right place and don't, you know what I'm saying, let his ego take over, Dallas Mavericks should be somewhere around, you know what I'm saying, between, 6 and 10. Like, you feel me? I still think that they're probably going to be a play-in team. But I mean, that's just my opinion. But that's why you play the game. So we'll see what happens with that. Derek Lively is a solid big. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of remind me of Tyson Chandler a little bit. Derek Lively is a solid big. The Warriors wanted to draft Derek Lively, you know what I'm saying, coming out of Duke. You feel me? But, so Derek Lively is a solid big, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that man mom, too, man. You know what I'm saying? I know she, shining down, watching upon, you know what I'm saying? Watching upon her son. I know she proud, man. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to Derek Lively. Draymond got the funniest step backpack jumper. That's some cold game, boy. He said that boy had that backpack jumper, boy. Come on now. Step back backpack is super crazy, ain't it? What's good? Mike Miller, I see you. What's good with it, homie? I see you, Brody. Big game on Thursday evening, E-Leezy versus the Clippers. Hold on. Oh, wow. Wow. Y'all play the Clippers on Thursday? Is that the TNT game, bro? So y'all play the Clippers on Thursday? Okay, that should be an interesting game. That should be an interesting game. Okay. We're going to tune in for that one. That should be an interesting game. Because you know why? That's going to be an interesting game. And y'all playing in Phoenix. I'm sure y'all at home, right? I think y'all at home because y'all opened the season up in LA. Oh, it's in. Man, they playing another game against the Clippers in Los Angeles? Shit, they opened the season of beating them. Oh, they opened that motherfucking Intuit Dome and put they stamp on that motherfucker in that overtime. So it's back in Los Angeles. That's going to be a tough game for Phoenix, bro, because you know the Clippers are going to be real motivated to come out and avenge that loss that they suffered in opening night. You know what I'm saying? Last Wednesday. So we'll see what happens with that, bro. Real talk. We'll see what happens with that one, though. But that should be an interesting game. Yeah, it's going to be tough. So we'll see. He said, my question is how they going to react when Clay goes on his drought. But I'm happy for Clay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what else can be ugly. Hey, um, excuse my, as I'm going through this area, my doorways that go in and out. So bad season, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. It's just gonna be, are they gonna be able to get more than enough from the other guys that they saw this season, like Grimes and Najee Marshall, because they have yet to really kind of play their type of game. They haven't really put their imprint on the game. Klay Thompson has put his imprint on the game in these early moments of the season, but I haven't really seen Najee Marshall or Quentin Grimes, you know what I'm saying, chip in and play, you know what I'm saying, a game that they're used to playing when they, you know, knocking down shots and playing solid defense. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I haven't really seen that yet from those guys. So if Clay does go on a drought, you would just hope that those guys aren't on a drought with them, because then it's going to really make life really, really difficult for Dallas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you're probably not going to get the old Clay on defense. So that's going to be difficult. They do have Darvin Ham as an assistant back team, but I just think that Doc Rivers' style of offense really isn't conducive to winning. You don't have a Rajon Rondo type quarterback or a Chris Paul type player to help Doc Rivers look good. See, Doc Rivers is only good when he has those elite point guards of teams, like, because you're an extension of the coach. So, you know, a point guard, you know, his son was a point guard. So, you gotta, for Doc Rivers to really succeed, you really have to have a point guard that's really, really smart. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like, it's not going to work with a Dame Lillard, because Dame Lillard is a scoring guard. You see what I'm saying? And Dame Lillard isn't a two-way scoring guard. He's just super offense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Doc Rivers always have had a guard that can guard too. He's always had a point guard that can defend as well as distribute the ball and quarterback everything and get everybody else going. So it's going to be tough for them to try to figure out how they're going to play and all of that, because Giannis is still going to be Giannis, but Giannis's defense isn't nowhere near where it used to be, like when he won his Defensive Player of the Year award. So that's something that they're gonna have to look at. I don't know if you try to get Taurean Prince more shots. I don't know if you try to get Bobby Portis more shots. And another thing that I think that will bring Milwaukee more success, you have to go high-low with Brook Lopez and Giannis. You can either put one of them at mid to high post and then put the other one on the block. You can flip them around. I do not want my 7-footer sitting on the perimeter shooting threes. Brook Lopez will be real suited for playing with the LeBron James. If Brook Lopez played with LeBron James, with Brook Lopez's ability to just block shots and rebound, LeBron James would love to play with Brook Lopez, because he got a center that you can just pass the ball, just sit over there in the corner at the three-point line. He's going to just pass it to him, and you just be ready to knock down the shot. And then on defense, I just need you to play all the defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that LeBron James enjoys Anthony Davis being a number one option in the Lakers system, because LeBron James has never, ever been a number two option on any team he's ever been on. Even when he was in Miami, Dwayne Wade took the back seat. You feel what I'm saying? So we have to put these things in perspective. You feel what I'm saying? So put these things in perspective. You feel what I'm saying? So But Milwaukee, bro, they're just, I don't think Milwaukee gonna last. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Who's the Dunn kid? Oh, that's Ryan Dunn from the University of Virginia. He was one of the defensive. I think he might have won Defensive Player of the Year, or was that Reese Beekman? And Warriors have Reese Beekman. So I don't know if the Warriors. I don't know if Reese Beekman won ACC Defensive Player of the Year last year. I'm not sure, but hey, they always had great defenders. You know what I'm saying? They always, hey, Virginia is known for having great defenders. So, yeah, that dude can defend. That dude Dunn can defend. Like, real talk, though. Yeah, his name is Ryan Dunn. Yep, you right, Conquer. Dunn is a 28 pick. We got lucky. It was a real steal. Nobody took him. I wanted him and Reed Shepard. Okay, I got you. Yeah, he failed. Ryan Dunn failed because you know why? A lot of teams don't really value players that's not flashy and players that wow you with their skill set. Like, a lot of people would have looked at Ryan Dunn and be like, we'll pass on him. But Ryan Dunn is going to have more impact than a lot of them other rookies. He probably won't get nominated for like Rookie of the Year, only because he's on a team that where you can't really see his offense flourish. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's somebody that's has nice size on him, toughness, the mentality is right, good character, hard worker, and he can shoot threes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's only going to improve in those areas. So he's kind of like a Royce O'Neal. He's another Royce O'Neal who's capable of shooting threes and defending at a high level. So you got essentially two Royce O'Neals on your team. So those players are going to do the dirty work where Booker, Bill, and KD really don't have to do too much on the defensive end of the floor. But I still don't feel like that's players don't defend, you're not going to win. That's a bar, ain't it? Ain't that like a little rhyme, though? If your best players don't defend, you're not going to win. But I'm just saying, you really got to be conscientious of that. Like, I would always require my best players to defend as well. Don't just say, oh no, we got guys that to defend so y'all can take the night off on defense. That's not good, because what you do, essentially, you put those other good defenders, you put them in positions not to be successful as defenders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should give maximum effort. Like, the Warriors didn't start winning championships until Steph Curry started helping defend. When Steph Curry started giving effort, and that's all you can ask from your best players, just give effort. I don't need you to be a lockdown defender, but I need you to give me the same type of effort. Like, when you seen in the Olympics, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker were some of the better defenders on the USA basketball team. They were picking up their matchups full court. You never seen KD defend like that, where you're picking up full league over here in the States. Why is it that you can defend your hardest to help your team win a championship abroad, but when you come back over here and play for your respective team professionally in the NBA, your defense doesn't look the same? Because that's the way the NBA is. They set these players up to where it's built in their contracts. Check this out. I don't need you to play defense. Like, you feel me? And that's where the competition in the NBA has struggled. The NBA, there is no competition. They do not compete. They're too buddy-buddy. They're too nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they're too soft. It's like, I want to see the best of the best defend the best of the best. And guess what? If you get your ass busted, then so be it. He got the better of you that night. But then you always got another couple matchups coming on your calendar. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's times where Kobe Bryant, guess what? Tracy McGrady got the best of him at times. Allen Iverson got the best of him at times. Maybe Tony Allen got the best of him at times. Maybe Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. They get the best of the players, bro. But guess what? You knew that you marked that calendar. Oh, we going to see you again. I'm gonna bust your motherfucking ass. And then maybe that player got the best. But I mean, that's to say that, Kobe Bryant got the best of most players on every given night. But there were times where other players got the best of Kobe Bryant. There were times where other players got the best of Michael Jordan. You feel me? Penny Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. We can go on and on. It's other players that got the best of Jordan on some nights, but Jordan came back and dropped 60 on your motherfucking head. That's just the competition of the game. They didn't let each other do nothing. They went and took it. That's what I want to see the game get back to. I want you to go take it, and I want you to do everything in your willpower to stop me from taking it. And I want you to do everything in your willpower to try to prevent you from stopping me from taking it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just sad, bro. It's just the competition it's not really competitive like you would want it to be. They just be letting players score, letting players get to their sweet spots. You know everything that these players like to do. You play against them for the last 10, 20 years of your life because you played against them in college, you played against them in AAU. So it's not like you don't know their pros and their cons of their game. You know exactly what they want to do and how they want to do it. So you should be able to take something away and force them to get deeper into their bag and their skill set. But we don't get that from the NBA because it's in the space. It's really debilitating to the game, especially the fans. Hold on, y'all. Let me answer this call. So salute. You know what I'm saying? We back. So salute. You know what I'm saying? We back. So that's just what it is, bro. You said hi, yeah, high energy guy, Coach Bud, gonna love him. Yep, Coach Bud is gonna love him. Leezy, Booker, KD, Brad, and Royce said they will let Dunn cook to win Rookie of the Year. Okay, solid. That's good for that man. You feel me? Get him some exposure, get him out there so he can get paid. He definitely had an impact when he came in. Oh, for sure. He for sure has impact. He was playing like that even in the preseason, bro. So nothing changed. That's why I love players like that. Can you imagine if the Warriors had a player like that? Or Ryan Dunn that can come in and just play solid D on every possession? Those are the type of players that you need on your team. Those are glue guys. You always want to have a glue guy on your team. Examples yesterday, Ryan Dunn closed with starters and starting some games. He is a dog that's hungry and wants smoke with everyone. He said, oh, yeah, I love that mentality. I love that mentality. Ryan Dunn, one of my best favorite rookies so far, bro. Because I just love when players play with that. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm coming. I'm about to guard you like crazy. I'm going to make it hard for you. If you bust my ass, bust my ass. And when I make plays, I'm talking shit. Those are the type of players I can respect. That's real competition right there. So it's like some of these players are scared to get embarrassed. Facts. These players are scared to get embarrassed, but that's part of competition. That's part of the game, bro. It's gonna happen. You can't avoid from getting embarrassed. You look more like a fool trying to avoid the smoke. Like, you feel me? Give me all of it. You can dunk on me, all that, nigga. I'm coming. Like, you feel me? Like Russell Westbrook said to KD, I'm coming. Players ran back then, but once they hit the court, shit was done. Straight off. Facts, Mike Miller. Back in the day, when you had a lot of best friends who hang out with each other and talked on the regular, once you got on that gridiron, you would not be able to tell that they were best friends, cousins, and none of that. They was trying to tear each other heads off. I can respect that. How many times you fight, you know what I'm saying, with your brother and sister when y'all growing up? How many times y'all wrestling or whatever y'all doing and y'all, hey, you not trying to give up an inch? That's how I want these players to play. You're not hurting the game. You're not hurting the game at all. You're adding value to the game because now everybody's going to be like, man, I want that right there. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it 100. But when you add all these these Euro players are more on the softer side. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like they're not really used to the physicality because they're used to playing in the pace and space, kind of like the Euro basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Euro basketball politics isn't as exposed, isn't as widened as the NBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's easier for them Euro players to come over here, and like Lucas said, scoring is easy in this league. You can do whatever you want. That's why they're going over there getting all of these players from Euro League, because they're better for this brand of basketball. If you We don't really develop the talent in America like they're doing over abroad. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got players that just think that jumping high, running fast, and all of that, you feel me, that you a basketball player. But no, we need to get back to developing the fundamentals and the skills and mastering that, like over here in the States. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can always find a diamond in the rough, that somebody who got the work ethic and the confidence and the skill set and the athleticism, but then it's all about having the right mentality as far as your work ethic, the way you approach every night, every practice, every training camp, you know what I'm saying, every workout, you feel me? So we have to start developing really great, high character guys over here in the States who's skilled and someone who can develop and enhance their skills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was a hybrid of both European and with the experience that he had over there for some years, and then he came over here and then got the American basketball, but then he grasped the concept of hard work, never being content, never being complacent, never being satisfied with a small level of success, always striving to be better than you were before, or be the best version of yourself every year. Can I add something to my game? Can I become a better dribbler? Can I become a better playmaker? Can I become a better leader? Can I become a better passer? Can I become a better shooter? Can I become a better post player? You know what I'm saying? Can I become a better transition player? Can I become a better defender? Can I become a better rebounder? You have to look at all facets of the game and saying, how can I keep developing and improving? That will only improve the game, and we can get back to the days where we used to be able to respect our good game. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what we're missing. Players were fans. Yeah, Leezy, I don't your schedule, but we got a tough one until end of January. We play you on November 30th in Phoenix. I hope Steph back. Yeah, that was a tough one for Steph. Hopefully he back by then, bro. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all good though. But you already know, man. You feel me? All good things, all great things must come to an end. I just pulled up to the cribbo. I'm gonna go up in here. But salute to all my people, bro. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. Thank you. If you haven't liked, share, or subscribed to the video, make sure you do so. I appreciate everybody, man. I hope everybody has a blessed evening. You already know what it is. Love, live, life, smile, cry, laugh, salute. Conquer, I already gave you my number. If you need to rewind the video, bro, then you know what I'm saying, it's all gravy. Yeah, these low. I don't know what's up with these low tops, bro. I don't know if they got like an endorsement deal with the shoe companies for promoting low tops or whatever, but they need to start, getting those ankles, you know what I'm saying, wrapped in tape though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, bro. Salute. Salute.